All right, everybody, let's start off in Sphinx pose here. So come on to your stomach. And we're just going to start off in Sphinx pose. As we're here, and if you decide to start your quote-unquote yoga practice in Sphinx pose, this can be a really good opportunity to just focus on some breathing. Breathe in deeply. And exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Now, as you breathe in and breathe out, see if you can send some of that breath into your lower back. So imagine that there's a line from your nose, the breath that you're breathing in, to the lower back. And just with your mind's eye or through intention, however you want to phrase it, begin to cultivate an intention of relaxation in your lumbar spine. Make sure that your glutes are relaxed. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Earlier I was saying that if you're going to do Sphinx pose, do it at the beginning of your practice or close to the beginning of your practice. Having said that, sometimes at nighttime I'll also do it before I go to sleep. So if you kind of go to bed and there's a lot of pain in your back, especially due to a herniated disc, this is a really good pose to do as well. And of course, you're going to bed right away, so there's no way you can really injure yourself or hurt your back. The ideal time to hold this pose is about 5 minutes. So 5 minutes of deep breathing, of just holding this pose and inviting your lower back to relax more and more and more. Let your breath become long, slow, and deep. All right, so from here, what I'd like you to do is to bring your forehead down to the floor, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, but then bring the hands just a little bit wider. Pull yourself forward a little bit and come on up into Cobra. And then exhale and come on down. Bring the forehead down. Inhale, come on up. Now, don't come up to the point where you straighten your arms. Always keep your elbows a little flexed here, and then come on down. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, come on down. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, come on down. Let's do a little bit of Pavrita Bhujangasana. You can inhale, come on up. And then kind of start to look over your right shoulder. And then come on down. And then come on up and look over your left shoulder. And come on down. And come on up. And look over your right shoulder. And come on down. And come on up again and look over your left shoulder. And come on down. Very good. So from here, let the hands come down to the sides. Bend your right knee and bring your left hand and just kind of tap your left butt cheek. And then lift your right leg up. So engage the right glute first and then lift the right leg up. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. Shake it a little bit, bend the knee, engage the glute, come on up. Make sure that left glute is really relaxed. So you're not engaging your left glute to lift your right glute up. your right leg up. And then come on down. And bend the knee, engage the glute, make sure the left one is soft, and lift it up. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. And do it again. Bend the knee, engage, lift up, make sure that left glute is relaxed. And come on down. And do it again. Bend the knee, engage, lift up. And come on down. And we'll do it one more time. Bend the knee, engage, and lift up. Do you notice if it's a little easier on the 6th time than it was on the first time? Okay, so yeah, just kind of stimulating those gamma motor neurons, coactivation to get the muscles to start contracting. That's all it is. Let's do the other side. Bring the right hand to the right glute, pat it, bend the left knee, engage that left glute, and lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. And do it again. Bend the knee, engage, and lift up. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. And bend the knee, engage, and lift up. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. And bend the knee, engage, and lift up. And come on down. And bend the knee, engage, lift up. Make sure that right glute is really relaxed. Really nice, you guys. And come on down. And bend the knee, engage, and lift it up. Very good. You can feel yourself already starting to get a little stronger. And come on down. Now let's do Shalabhasana here. So lift up the legs, lift up the chest. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. And do it again. Lift it up. Remember to try and lift from your inner thighs and really feel this working in the lower back. Come on down. So focus on getting the lower back engaging as much as you can. Lift it up. Very good. And come on down. And come on up. And come on down. And come on up. You can feel these muscles around your spine starting to work, starting to activate. Each time you do this, you get a little stronger. And come on down. Shake your glutes a little bit. And then do it again. Lift it up. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Now, if you find that you're lifting your chest too much, come down with the chest, lift the legs a little bit more, and then come on down and relax. And we'll do it just one more time. So come on up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. So from here, let's come on to our backs. And we're going to do the knees to hands pose now. We're going to focus on the front body here a little bit. So let's get some of our trunk flexors working. So bring the knees up, bring the hands to the knees. Remember, look at where the kneecap is, and then just below the kneecap, press the knees into the hands. It doesn't have to be like this great force, like you're not clenching your teeth as you're doing this. Less is more. So the general idea in muscle activation is 10%. And then come on down. Come on up. Press the knees into the hands. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. And do it again. Bring the knees up. Bring the knees into the hands. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. Very nice. Bring the knees up. Press the knees into the hands. And come on down. Do it again. Knees up into the hands. And then come on down. And we'll do it one more time. Knees up into the hands. Press in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And come on down. Straighten the legs. We're now going to do the psoas minor muscle activation. So again, you're going to externally rotate the right leg a little bit. Bend the knee. Bring the leg up as high as you can. And then lift the hands up off the ground and reach the hands for the back of the mat. Reach the fingertips for the back of the mat. And then you're pulling the pubic bone towards you, and then come on down. So that's really important that you see if you can locate that pubic bone, the pubis ramus really, and then pull it towards you, okay? Now don't think about it in terms of tucking the tailbone as much as you are using the muscle to pull it up, okay? Raise it back up, come on up. Good, and then pull the pubic bone towards you. And then come on down. And then come on up. And reach up, or reach for the back of your mat. 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. And come on back up. And then reach the fingertips to the back of the mat. Pull the pubic bone. See with your left hand, locate the pubic bone and then pull it. Use your fingertips to pull or direct it towards the navel. Bada bing, bada boom. Come on down. And let's do it again. Externally rotate the leg, bend the knee a little bit, bring it all the way up. Reach for the back of your mat and then use that fingertip to pull or direct the pubis ramus towards the navel and then back down. And do it again. Bring the leg up. Reach the fingertips for the back of the mat. Use the left finger to locate the pubis ramus. And then come on down. Very nice. Let's do the other side now. Bend the left knee, bring the left leg up. Very good. Reach the fingertips to the back of the mat. Good. See with your mind's eye if you can locate the pubis ramus here. Bring it towards the navel. And come on down. Breathe in, breathe out, bring the left leg back up. Slowly rotate it, bend the knee a little bit. Lift the chest up. Reach the fingertips to the back of the mat. And then with your right finger, locate that left pubis ramus and direct it towards the navel or up towards that direction. And then come on down. And then lift the left leg back up. Lift your chest. Reach. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. Pull that pubis ramus, pull the pubic bone upwards. Exhale back down. Let's do it again. Bring the left leg back up. Lift the chest. Very nice. Pull the pubic bone up towards you and then come on back down. Let's do it again. Left leg back up. Very good. Lift the chest. And then pull the pubic bone up towards the navel center. And then come on back down. Very good. And let's do it one more time. Bring that left leg up. Lift up the chest. Very good. Now pull that pubic bone towards you. Very nice. And then come on down. Very good. So from here, just take a deep breath in and exhale out. And inhale in and exhale out. Very good. Okay, so come on up onto all fours, and you're going to have a little bit of yogi's choice here in how far you want to take this, okay? So if you're following me, I'm going to come to downward dog, and then we'll come into plank. If you want to do it from all fours and then come into plank, you can do that as well, okay? So inhale and exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come into plank. Now, the option here, if you want to, is to follow through with this little bit of a plank twist here. So you're going to come up into plank pose, focusing on getting the floating ribs or the rib cage up towards the ceiling, so making that banana shape. And then inhale and exhale, do the twist here. So keep this in one plane, but bring that hand through as much as you can. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bring the hand down, and then come into downward facing dog. And we'll do that just 2 more times on this side. So inhale into plank, and then holding for a few seconds here. Remember, when you're in plank, let the hips dip a little bit, Press the heels back, navel to spine. Press up a little bit between the shoulder blades. Coming into side plank. Very good. Now keep this lifted as you exhale. Come around very slowly. Bring the hand through. Inhale back up. And exhale, plank and downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, plank. Hold for a few seconds. Then pivot the heels to the left. Bring the right hand up. Lift up the hips to create this banana shape, to engage the lateral obliques. And then weave the hand through. And then inhale up. And exhale. Come to plank. And then come through. Inhale into plank. This time we're going to do the other side. Hold for a few seconds. Let the hips dip a little bit. Navel to spine. Bring the right hand to the center. Bring this time the left hand reach up. And then weave that hand through slowly. Inhale back up. And exhale. Come to plank. And then downward dog. Very nice. Inhale into plank. Right hand to the middle. Heels to the right. Bring the left hand reach up. And then weave that hand through. I just love this. Can feel my oblique muscles contracting. And then left hand down. Come through plank. And then downward dog. And one more time. Inhale into plank. Bring the right hand to the middle. Heels to the right, left hand reaches up. Keep lifting the ribs towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the hand through. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, come back to plank. And then come into downward dog. Okay, so now let's do quadruped. Such an important muscle activation to do. Really one of the most important for the spine, I think. So from here, you're on all fours. Lift the left leg up. Lower that left hip. Lift the left leg up a little higher. Lift the right arm. Both come on up. And then twist to your right. And hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then come on down. As you're doing this pose, really focus your attention on your lower back to feel those muscles engaging. Lift the right leg up, lower the hip, leg up higher, and then lift the left arm, and then both arm and leg, and then twist to your left. And then come on down. Lift the left leg up, lower the hip, leg up a little higher, lift the right arm and left leg, and then twist. Very nice. And then come on down. Lift the right leg, lower the hip, leg up a little higher, lift the left arm and leg, and then twist to your left. And then come on down. Very nice. Lift the left leg, lower the hip, leg up a little higher, right arm, left leg, and then twist. See if you can just isolate with your mind's eye the lower back muscles and sense or feel them shortening, contracting, lower down. Right leg lifts, lower the hip, leg up a little higher, left arm and leg, and then twist. And then come on down. Left leg lifts, lower the hip. Check in with your hands occasionally to make sure they're balanced. Lift the right arm forward, arm and leg, and then twist. And then come on down. And right leg lifts, lower the hip. Lift the leg up higher from the inner thigh. Check in with your left hand if you feel like you need to. Left arm forward, and then twist. And then come on down. Left leg lifts, lower the hip, leg up a little higher, right arm forward, arm and leg, and then twist. And then come on down. Right leg lifts, lower the hip, leg up a little higher, left arm comes forward, and then both arm and leg, and then twist. And then come on down. Left leg lifts, last round. Lower the hip, lift the leg up higher, check in with your hand, make sure they're balanced. Right arm forwards, both arm and leg, and then twist as much as you can, make it a good one. And then come on down. Right leg lifts, lower the hip, leg up a little bit more, lift the left arm, arm and leg, and then twist. And then come on down. Beautiful. Let's come and stand up. We're going to come and do our chair pose now. So we'll do a couple of chairs and then we're going to add the twist into it. And you probably remember from level 2 when I taught the chair, when we do the twist, you got to really make sure that the hips are locked. So if you don't lock your hips, the knees are going to start to move and the twist will become more about the lower body than the upper body. We're really trying or endeavoring to activate the upper body. So from here, the feet about hip distance apart. Inhale, come and sit back into chair. Pause here for a breath or two. Now, as you're here, feel the whole core engage, lift the pubic bone up, but also allow this lumbar curve to happen. So chest is lifting and going back, arm bones are going back. Inhale, come and stand. Exhale, bring the arms down and just take a breath. Very good. Inhale, sit back into chair, reach the arms up. By now you should be feeling your back muscles really working here. So this is a good thing. You decide how deep you want to go or how much you want to play in this pose. And then inhale, come and stand. Exhale, bring the arms down. When I say how deep you want to go, you can sit back a little bit more. You can create the back bend a little bit more. Go and play with it as much as you want to play with it. Get those muscles working though. Inhale, come and sit back. This time we're going to add the twist now. So bring the hands to Namaste Mudra. Now we're going to twist first to our right. So start to twist to the right as much as you can. And look down to your knees. Just take a peekaboo at your knees. You want to pull that left knee back, squeeze the hips to midline, and then twist a little bit more. Come forward just a little bit here. Woo cha! Do you guys feel this in your navel? I sure do. Lots of action happening. This is so dynamic right now. Inhale, come and sit, and then exhale. Let's do the other side. So as we twist to our left, pull the right knee back, engage the hips, squeeze the hips into midline. Kind of elongate the spine a little bit. Notice if you started to kind of slouch a little bit. So keep this extension and twist. Very good. Inhale, come back into chair. And straighten the legs and exhale. Bring the hands to the sides. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Do you guys want to do this one more time? I thought you did. I could hear a resounding yes on the other side of that computer screen. So let's do it one more time. Inhale, come and sit back into chair. Very good. Pull the pubic bone up slightly, squeeze the sides of the belly into midline. Sit back more into the heels of your feet, even lift the toes just for a moment so that you can feel that your weight is in your heels, okay? Sit back a little bit more, exhale, bring the hands to Namaste Mudra, and then twist to your right. So again, pull that left knee back. Elongate the spine, twist, come down a little bit, elongate the spine, pull the left knee back, twist a little bit, and then come and sit into chair, leaving the hands in Namaste, and then twist the other way. Elongate the spine, twist, pull that right knee back, sink into the heels a little bit more, pull that right knee back, elongate the spine, twist, and then inhale back into chair. And then exhale, come and stand. Bring the hands down. Whew. I don't know if you're sweating, but I sure am here. Okay, so bring the right foot forward, left foot back. And we're going to do Warrior One dynamically, a few times on each side. So the heel of the front foot typically lines up with the heel of the back foot. However, sometimes you can't square your hips. So bring your left foot a little bit more to the left. Lift up through both inner arches. Lift both toes for a moment to feel the heels grounded. Spread the toes if you can with your mind's eye, and then lower the toes back down. Inhale, bend the front knee. Bring the arms up to the sky, squaring the hips, coming into Warrior One. Take a bit of a back bend here. And then exhale, straighten the leg, and let the hands come down. Inhale, bend the front knee, bring the arms up. Full breath in. This is such a great pose to practice pranic breathing. Exhale. Inhale, bend the front knee, bring the arms up. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. It's such a great pose to work all the back muscles. Inhale. Remember to take a little bit more of a back bend if it feels good. And you're rising out of the hips. And then exhale. And inhale. This last one, go back as far as you can and then bend the elbows. And just pause there for a moment. Lift the sternum. Think about where the sternum is in the xiphoid process. Lift that xiphoid process up towards the sky. And turn the corners of your mouth upwards. Let the neck drop back just a little bit if it feels good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, step the left foot up towards the right foot. Come to Tadasana just for a moment. Very nice. So then let's step the right foot back, and we'll do the same on this side now. So inhale, align your feet first. Make sure that you can square the hips to the front foot. Then bend that front knee and bring the arms upwards. And then exhale. Inhale, bend the front knee. Bring the arms upwards. And exhale. Take a bit of a back bend if it feels good. Inhale, bring the arms up. Push the biceps behind the ears and let your chest come back a bit. And then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then we'll do it one more time. Inhale, bend the front knee, rise out of the hips, reach up and then go back. And sort of at that furthest point, bend the elbows and lift the sternum and then the xiphoid process up to the sky. If it feels good, let the head come back. Inhaling and exhaling. And then inhale, come back up. And exhale, step your back foot up to the front foot. And pause. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Okay, so from here, what I'd like you to do is to spread your feet wide apart. And cross your arms here. And then we're going to do a little bit of Trikonasana variation to activate the QL and, of course, lateral obliques, okay? So from here, inhale, exhale, take your right shoulder towards the right hip bone and hold it. And then come back up. We're going to do the same side again, okay? Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale. In muscle activation, if you're intentionally trying to wake up a certain muscle, it's better just to focus in on it rather than going side to side. So we could go side to side, and I do that sometimes, but when I'm doing muscle activation, and then come on back up. When I'm doing muscle activation, I will always stick with one side intentionally. Lift up the chest, and then exhale, come on over. Now this time what I want you to do is take the bottom hand, the right hand, turn the palm up, and reach towards the left side of your body. So you're kind of twisting a little bit. There's a little bit of a twist going on. And then inhale back up, and exhale. We'll do it again. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, come on over. Very good. Let that right hand turn the palm up. Reach towards the left. And then come on up. Very good. We're going to add a little different component here. So, come on back to the same side. Very good. Turn that palm up. This time, bring the left hand, reach over your head, and have both working in opposite directions. So the left hand is now reaching in that direction is the ocean. So I'm going to reach for the ocean. You can reach for that wall that's there. And with the right hand, I'm reaching for the road that leads into Blue Osa. And then inhale, come back up. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, exhale, come over. And then turn that right palm up. Bring the left hand over. And doing both, reaching with both. Nice. Inhale, come back up. And then let's bring the hands to Namaste Mudra. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Let's do the other side now. So cross the arms and take the left shoulder towards the left hip bone this time. And then come back up. And then exhale and come back over. You'll notice here that I have both toes pointed inwards, or paralleled rather, as opposed to pointing my left foot to the left. Come back up. And that's to keep the hips locked, So if you turn the left foot out and come on over, there's a tendency to start sticking out that right hip and jam into the left hip. So that's just something to think about, how you want to set up poses again, why you're doing what you're doing. Inhale, exhale, bring the left shoulder to that left hip bone. This time turn the left palm up and reach for that side of the room that the left fingers are pointing towards. Inhale, come back up and exhale. Inhale, exhale, come back over. Turn that left palm up and reach for the back of the room, or that side of the room. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, pause. We're going to add in that other arm component now. So inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, left shoulder to left hip. And turn the palm up. Bring the right arm, reach over the head. Very good. And then inhale, come back up. And exhale. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale. Last one. Left shoulder to left hip. Very good. And then turn the left palm up, right arm over the head. So reach with that left hand, reach with the right arm. And then come back up. And this time bring the hands to Namaste Mudra. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Okay, so from here, let's come on to our backs, and we're going to finish up with 2 more poses. So the first one is the psoas one. Now, because you guys are in level 3, we're just going to do the full-on psoas muscle activation. So normally what I would suggest is to do figure 4. And you can do that instead, okay? So if you feel like you should do that instead, you can do that one. Or have the legs straight, turn the right leg, externally rotate the right leg, slide it out about 30 degrees, maybe even 20, and then lift the leg up to about 30, 35 degrees, maybe even 40. It's a little high. Hold it there for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and bring the leg back to neutral. One of the things that you want to watch out for here is making sure that the left hip does not pop up. So keep an eye on that left hip, okay? So externally rotating that right leg, bring it out to the right. Have the left hand on that left pelvic bone, slowly lift that right leg up. Holding for 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. Let's do it again. Externally rotate the right leg, bring it out about 20 degrees, and then lift it up. And holding for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and come on down. And then externally rotating the leg, bring it out and lift it up. And holding 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on down. And do it again. Externally rotate the leg. And if you want to switch back to the figure 4, if you're doing this one and you're like, oh my God, my inner groins are feeling this, then switch back to figure 4. You can go back and forth. It's completely fine. And then come back. Good, let's do it one more time. Externally rotate that right leg, bring it out, and lift it up. And hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back down. Let's do the other side now. So externally rotate the left leg, bring it out to the left a bit, and lift up that left leg. Ooh, I'm noticing that this side's a little bit weaker than the other side. How can I tell? Because my right pelvic bone wants to lift up. And then come on down. See if it gets stronger as I do this. So externally rotate that left leg, bring it out about 20 degrees, lift up about 40 degrees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back down. Very good. And then externally rotate the left leg, bring it out, lift the leg up. And then come on back down. Very good. Externally rotate the leg, bring it out, and then lift it up. Now, as you're doing these movements, remember to do them slowly. Don't just kind of like spring out like a jack in the box and then spring up. Okay, come back down. So move out intelligently and slowly. This is how you start to build up those slow twitch muscle fibers. And then slowly lift up. And as you move slowly, you can start to isolate more where you want to work. Okay? And then come on down. And we'll do it one more time. So externally rotate the leg, bring it out, and lift it up. Beautiful. And then come on down. Bend your knees. Bring the feet about hip distance apart and a little bit wider. Bring the arms out to the sides and then squeeze the glutes and lift up the hips as much as you can. And then come on back down. Very good. Squeeze the glutes, lift up. Very good. I like to kind of cue this in a way where I'm telling people to lift their toes sometimes a little bit just to anchor into the heels of your feet. Really through the heels of the feet, lift up a little bit higher, squeeze the glutes, lift up a little bit higher, come on down. Shake the glutes out a little bit and then lift back up, pressing down through the heels of the feet. Squeeze the glutes a little bit more. Lift up a little bit higher and a little bit higher and then come on down. Very good. Squeeze the glutes and then lift up. And lift up a little bit more. Now, if you want to add a little bit of tension with pulling the heels towards your shoulders, you can do that too. But be careful not to do it too much or the hamstrings will really start to take over and that can become problematic. So you got to approach that hamstring business with a little bit of finesse because a lot of you are already having overworked hamstrings that cramp up, you know, at the moment of too much stress. So we need to approach it a little bit more intelligently. Okay, squeeze the glutes and then lift up. And lift up a little bit more. And a little bit more. And then come on down. And then relax. And then squeeze the glutes. And then lift up. And lift up a little bit more. And a little bit more. And a little bit more. And then come on down. And this time we're going to straighten the legs out. And let the hands come to the sides. And this is just such a really good opportunity here to just kind of relax. Take a moment to follow your breath, to listen to the sounds around you. I might even invite you to turn this video off and go through 61-point relaxation or another relaxation technique to do some deep breathing, from Shavasana. And feel how your body is integrating all of this new information. So at a neuromuscular level, you've been inputting new information and sometimes reinforcing information, reminding your central nervous system where muscles are, reestablishing old connections, sometimes forging new ones. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. And so from here, continue to stay here as long as you like, enjoying the bliss from your practice, feeling a renewed sense of strength and stability and connection to self, to your body, and to the world that you live in. Namaste, my friends.